Well, first of all, Coach Martin, welcome to Mountain East Conference Media Day. Glad to have you. We'll start things off with just an opening statement from you about everything that's going on, including being named the interim head coach. Just feels like almost a couple of weeks ago, and on to this upcoming season.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. First off, wanted to thank the college here, Wesleyan, along with our athletic director, Randy Tenney, and the president, Dr. Joe Thierstein, for giving me the opportunity, along with our coaching staff, to hopefully get this program in the right direction. It's been very hectic, like a little more than a month. I took over the job, getting things turned around. We've got our coaching staff together. Our players are very excited. We had our first practice yesterday. I think the guys are very excited to get out there and, like I said, get Wesleyan football program in the right direction. Historically, we've had some success over the years, so we're going to work on that. We do have, we feel like we have about 34, 35 guys who've had substantial playing time over the years being here. So we think we have a very good nucleus of guys that are here, along with a lot of our young guys that have come aboard. So now we're just trying to get back to getting guys to understand hard work, competing out there. And number one thing for us is, trying to keep our guys here retention-wise so we can build a program again.
All right, we'll open it up for questions. Brian, go ahead and take it until you're done, bub.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, Coach, thanks for jumping on here with us all. What's the last month or so been like for you? I guess what have you learned over the last month or so since you got that interim job officially, and then how the start of things kind of been going for you guys there in Bobcats country?
Well, very hectic in the beginning, obviously trying to establish a staff. Obviously, kept the nucleus of staff that was here. A few guys, we bumped them up. Obviously, Mike Maloney, we made him the offensive coordinator, and Marcus Spearman made him the defensive coordinator. And then we had another guy that was a part-time, Don Borman. We made him full-time. He's going to work with our quarterback coaches now. So our main goal here is to keep our coaching staff around longer. If we feel like we can keep the coaching staff here, obviously we can keep our players to get here. And, right now, when you're not a full scholarship program, a lot of partials with academics, we know we have to build our program and get our guys to their junior and senior year, to be successful. So we're gradually just been plugging along, just trying to get things established. Like I said, now we finally had the kids on campus. We had our first practice yesterday. We had to switch to one this afternoon because we had some thunderstorms, but it has been hectic, but very exciting. I've been coaching for a lot of years, but to actually be in the coach's seat, you have to recall all the things you learned along the way from the different coaches you were involved with. So I think I'm ready to get it done, along with our coaching staff who's been working very hard.
And obviously, you were on that staff last year, so the coaches that you've got with you, a lot of familiarity there. I guess, can you just speak to what that means to you guys that, you all have that communication, that bond already, and I'm sure that helps translate to the players as well.
Right. So that was the number one goal once I took over, was to keep that nucleus of guys that you already have established rapport with. Yeah, at times you don't have to say things. The guys already know what needs to get done. And then from there, we want to surround them with some of our newer coaches so we can get them aboard and learn the system. So that was crucial to the college itself, along with myself, is making sure we keep that core coaches there. So guys, the one thing I want to do is hire guys that I know that understand what it takes at the Division II level to get it done. Not only coaching, but sometimes you may have to set up equipment, put it up, whatever it takes. We had to spend a lot of time helping some of our guys get some of their athletic training background stuff done and all that. So that's what we look for, hardworking guys. And we know in the long run that would translate down the road for us to get some wins.
And I guess I think the last thing for me, who would you say player-wise may have been the toughest departure for you guys over the past year or so? And then who are going to be a couple guys that you're really looking forward to help you all have success this season?
Well, we lost one of our key players on defense there who decided to, go through the portal. But our motto is the next man up. So we got some young guys and some older guys that we feel like very capable. We just know is how quickly can you gel and get your guys to buy into the system. We feel like we're going to be very strong on the offensive end as a receiver core. We have some guys that have been here several years. one guy had to get himself back together, that's back with us again, who's a great returner as well. We do feel like on the defensive end that our defensive line is probably one of our stronger suits. We feel like our linebacker core is guys that's been here for several years, so they'll be able to work together. Defensively, secondary wise, we have some older guys, but we're pretty young there, but we feel like we have a very athletic crew. I hear a lot of people talk. We also feel like we have guys that have great footwork, but also longer bodies. So we think we have an opportunity to get things going quickly here.
Coach, can you tell me how special it is to be the head coach at your alma mater? And also to that, why is that necessarily important to your players potentially?
I mean, it is a great honor, like I said, to be able to come back. First, I came back as an assistant coach, and I got a chance to be around some other coaches I knew for a long time. And, the one thing I love about is over the years being around various coaches, I learned a lot of things. Some things you want to continue to do, some things you want to correct a little bit, but I feel like it was a dream come true, for a long time. And I said on another interview, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to be a head coach, because I see all the hard work they put in, and then all the extra thing that you have to do more off the field than sometimes you do on the field. But the one thing I wanted to do is obviously being here with a couple of coaches changes and talking to a lot of players. I wanted to be that guy to help these guys understand how important it is at your alma mater to stick in there and show. And a lot of our players now, they look at it differently because they know I'm part of the family with them, that I'm invested in what we're trying to accomplish here. We are invested as a whole.
Talked about trying to get the program going in the right directions. What are some strategic things that you feel like you need to do to make that happen? You talked about having a little bit of continuity within the coaching staff and the players. What maybe else beyond that?
Well, our number one goal is on the football field, just discipline. And we try to talk about it. When we talk about football, we also tell them we're trying to teach them life lessons. So, they want to be the best in the classroom academically. And we say on the football field, meaning practice as well as game time, and then in life. So the number one goal for us is to get the guys to understand hard work goes a long way. I think at times, younger guys sometimes don't understand that hard work that you have to put in the beginning to get the results in the end. So the number one goal for us to make sure our guys are prepared for each game each week, and then make sure we're conditioned. You have to understand what we may lack in some areas that we can make up for our conditioning, and never giving up on a play.
All right. Do we have anything else for Coach Martin? All right, Coach. Looks like that's it here for today. You're looking good. We appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks
Thank you.
for
Appreciate you guys having me.